You did that Amazing World of Gumball was just a heartless show. Well, you're one, because this show does tend to have some dark moments or even entire episodes. Whether it's so a die on screen, the world falls apart, etc. This is Nancy, and I'm going to be talking about the top 5 Darkest Gumball Moments. In my opinion, of course. I hated that every time that I saw myself in real life, I had to clarify that I'm not Star Master. Let's see if the viruses can see Bobber or Gumball.
You're the best son a family could wish for. We love you, Gumball.
What? Regardless of the stupidity of the characters in the Wallbot, it does have a dark moment. After Gumball lets Bobber use his voice, not only is this Wallbot happy, but also wants to replace him. So this is basically like that topic about Wallbots rebelling against their own owners, but combined with an imposter. And no, I am not doing that joke. This moment gets even more darker once Bobber decides to eliminate Gumball out of the equation. Personally, the ending was just a disappointment, but it looks like Bobber wants to replace Daria instead. I wish we could saw what happened to them, but hey, it's season 1, so what are we gonna be doing? However, this list has only just begun, as we're going to get even deeper. Did you know that Gumball wasn't his original first name? Yeah, hard to believe that prior to season 3, the Gumball's name was actually his nickname. It turns out the name, Gumball's first name was originally Zack. However, as the day goes by, Gumball seems to be acting cool like me. So much that Zack wants to take over. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Is this the Amazing World of Gumball? Because I swear that Gumball's not best calendar. They're not even close to his, with me on. What makes this moment dark is that not only is Zack sort of a jerk, but he somehow manages to put false memories into Gumball's mind. It has eventually gotten to the point that his family needs to go legally change Zack's name into Gumball. Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I did make this video was sort of a mistake. Or either that or me putting this exact moment on the Darkest Gumball Moments list because honestly it is more tighter than I imagined. But yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to number 3. This next moment needs some context into why I didn't start. In the disaster, Wob gets a remote that can really change how the show is presented. You can say this entire episode is dark because it applies Nika and Wizard getting divorced, both Darwin and Anais abandoning Gumball, and Perry nearly falling to her death. But the darkest moment has to be when Gumball has to retrieve the remote into the boy. After he falls into there, one closes the entrance to Gumball's world by the Ant Clannis. For any casual Gumball fan, this moment may not be as dark as I made it out to be, but I have a theory. Wob is completely aware that Gumball's world is just a cartoon. So when the Ant Clannis started playing, it's very likely that Wob had tricked Gumball into leaving his own self. Yeah, guess how many shows can do that? They're having the main character leave his own self. Oh my gosh, because no wonder I like Gumball so much. It just goes deeper like this. Now, if it weren't for Gumball 20 back in time, the Amazing World of Gumball would have been canceled by his arch nemesis, Rose.
That's not even a man's name!
Sorry, it's Wob. But hey, here, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. You know what's worse than having Gumball be ejected out of his own soul? Wizard getting a job? The job does have some dark moments, when Gumball accidentally dropping the pizza in front of the pizza couple. But the one that easily takes the cake is Wizard destroying the universe, all because he got a job. I guess the universe really doesn't want Wizard to get a job, huh? This moment was foreshadowed from the very beginning, with Nico being paranoid over Wizard getting a job for us. Luckily, the wild Gumball is physical, but oh my goodness, what happens when Wizard does something he's not supposed to do? So in the summer, levitating people, and 20 back in time. If this happens in the real world, then, oh my god, we all would have been assisted by then. Note to self, do not let Wizard Watson get a job ever. Before we get to the darkest Gumball moment ever, let's go over the honorable mentions. To putting this list together about the darkest Gumball moments was actually harder to decide the darkest Gumball episodes, if I have to be honest. The chasing for the girlfriend. A chasing that bought their dose? Check! But like the robot, the girlfriend is well hated by the Gumball community. This time being the first year lesson on how to handle abusive relationships. And we're moving on. The ending of the inconsistent. The boy is starting to break Elmer apart, starting with Wob. Honestly, if I made this list last year, then this clearly would have been somewhere in the top 3. But with the announcement of the Gumball movie, the fact that it was the last scene of Gumball became necessary. And let's go ahead and go to the darkest moment ever. Number 1. I'm going to have to ban my rules for this last dark Gumball moment. You'll see why in a moment. Following the events of the disaster, Gumball has traveled back to the beginning of the episode. Let's call it the rerun. However, trying to start one this time does have its downsides. One of them is Gumball accidentally turning his own parents into babies. Nico and Wizard being babies isn't the dark moment here, but it's the dire effect that follows afterwards. Since Nico and Wizard became babies again, they are yet to get married and have children. Therefore, Gumball and Annalise were never born, and Darren wasn't adopted yet. And guess what happens afterwards? Annalise disappears. Darren straight dies because nobody had given him lungs to bleed. Gumball has yet to disappear until he regretted and turned one into the boy. That moment right there is why I had to make an assessment, because the domino effect starts for part releases and resumes afterwards. But hey, it's my town, so I can do whatever I want. You may be wondering why I picked the Death of the Warsons at number 1 instead of Wizard destroying the universe. Well, when people hear about the Amazing World of Gumball, they will most likely know about Gumball, even if they're not a fan of the show. So, if they see Gumball dying on screen, oh boy, they will not be able to forget that moment for a while, or even it was the rest of the show that mattered, to be honest. Let's end this list on with this small clip.
Well played. This is even worse than the last time.
And that was the top 5 darkest Gumball moments. So now you guys are pretty much regretting that Gumball is Sesakiso because it does get tired at times. Since how many times Gumball has started away on this list? Anyways, guys, if you want to see more of me, you can go ahead and watch this reaction video of me reacting to one of my Edge-Tober videos for 2018. Or you can go ahead and watch the playlist of this year's Edge-Tober videos. Anyway, guys, this was Essie, and remember, guys, to say Essie.